The Plankton movie just dropped on Netflix, and I wanted to talk about this movie. And I gotta say, wow, this movie is actually so much better than I thought it would be. I had pretty low expectations for this movie because I love the first two SpongeBob movies. In fact, I might be one of the few people that prefers the second one over the first SpongeBob movie. But the third one, I barely even remember it half the time. And then the Sandy Cheeks movie was just really bad. But you get to this movie, and shockingly, it works like really well. Now, I think that's for a couple factors for this movie. First of all, the animation was better in this one. And I think that's also probably because most of the budget wasn't being used to do these live action sequences in the movie, like it was in the Sandy Cheeks movie, which you kind of have to do because of the fact that she's from Texas and that's a huge part of her character. But it did mean that that's probably where some of the animation budget, where this one looks significantly better, I would say. And then the other part of this movie that I think helps is when you get to the end of this movie. I didn't realize this when I started watching it, but at the end of the movie, they show the credits. Mr. Lawrence actually has a ton of credits on this as a writer and being involved with the story. Now, if you don't know, Mr. Lawrence is the voice of Plankton. And he actually worked on Rocko's Modern Life and was a voice actor and I believe was a writer on that show as well. So, there's all this kind of thing where he is very talented. And so him being involved in this movie is maybe why this movie worked quite a bit. And I think any story that SpongeBob has done in modern times of, like, Plankton and Karen's relationship and playing around with that and having fun with that is really sweet. I think, and also they do a really good job of only focusing on the main characters you need to focus on: SpongeBob and Plankton. Plankton is great in this movie. He's very funny. He has a lot of great moments in this movie. Moments where he flashes back to college were fun, and flashbacks with that. SpongeBob's humor works a lot better. Him trying to be this therapist was pretty funny. Or in the last movie, is just really dumb and annoying. I think there's definitely sequences is like, holy shit, they really overplay SpongeBob's stupidity. Like, there's a moment in this movie where Plankton's trying to get up his evil plan working. Or not his evil plan, but trying to get him a wrench or whatever, I think. And he's like touching everything in the background, being like, is this a wrench? Is this a wrench? It's like, okay, SpongeBob's not that stupid that he wouldn't know what the fuck a wrench is. Like, but overall, this movie worked. The animation, the jokes were quite a bit better. And I think if you like SpongeBob, you have a good time with this movie. And this does give me hope for the fourth SpongeBob movie coming out in December. Not sure if it will fully work, but let's pray it does. I will be reviewing all the SpongeBob movies. Hopefully by the end, towards December, November. I definitely want to do that because I do really enjoy the SpongeBob movies, and I want this new one to be good. So let me know your thoughts, section, and subscribe.